Hey guys, how's it going? Mcoc here. Today I'm showing off my new rank 3 Overseer. He's my 18th rank 3. I did 2 defensive rank 3s for DSVG, and after I did that I could pretty much rank whoever I wanted, so once I got my priorities set I can have like some fun rank ups. So I took Overseer to rank 3 and I've been exploring 7.2 trying to catch up on story content, get the resources from there. And yeah, I've been having fun with Overseer in 7.2, so I figured I'd make a video and show you guys since I've been kind of lacking content. But this man thing here has power shield, flare, high energy diet, and I think power reversal or something like that. Power reversal is not going to come into play here, neither is high energy diet. Flare is what I'm taking all this degen damage from, and power shield is going to help our damage on our special attacks quite a bit. As you see there, that's pretty hefty special too, but with power shield, that's a, it's like getting a huge boost to your special attack damage. Like as you see there, another huge boost. One cool thing about Overseer here, when you enter Cosmic mode, you have damage coming from 2 sources on your basic hits, your light attacks mainly. It's extra burst physical damage, and that bypasses nodes that will shut down your damage or mitigate it, like Safeguard, Power Shield. You're still going to be doing that burst damage when you do basic combos, mainly light attacks. Like I said, that's where it comes from. So yeah, really cool how his damage is super flexible. Mine is unawakened, and obviously, well, not obviously, but once you awaken him, he gets this thing called retaliation damage. Right there, I eat a combo, completely ignore that. We still solo the fight, I clutch it out. But he gets retaliation damage when abilities fail or when he punishes heavy attacks or special attacks. So like, let's say when I'm hitting Man-Thing and he attempts to nullify one of my buffs on contact, because that's what Man-Thing does, he's going to be taking retaliation damage every time it fails to do so. Or if I'm fighting Symbiote Supreme, every time he tries to nullify or stagger a buff, he's going to take damage because he can't nullify Overseer's buffs. And that's mainly why I ranked Overseer, is because he's buff control immune. He's immune to stagger, fate seal, and nullify, and I didn't have that in a rank 3, and he fits exactly what I needed. If I awaken him from the current featured pool in the 6-star pool, I'm definitely considering taking him to Sig 200 because he gets decent benefit from the Sig. It increases his damage, actually quite significantly increases his damage, but he also has really high prestige. And now that I'm in DSVG, they're trying to push top 30 in AQ and trying to stay in it, and I want to do everything I can to help them out. And I really enjoy Overseer, so if I can awaken him and sig him up, I will. Right now I have Mr. Fantastic at Sig 160, so he's carrying my science prestige right now, and Overseer is only like 50 points ahead of him or something like that. But once I get characters at Sig 200, multiple characters at Sig 200, you really want to have the top options. So yeah, I'm really thinking of taking Overseer up to Sig 200 if I can. But yeah, next up we have this Immortal A-Bomb, and yeah, I got a phone call mid-fight, so I just restarted it. I didn't actually die. I mean, you guys won't know the difference, but yeah. This node, I think there's Meltdown, and then there's Kinetic Transference, and I can't remember the other ones. Mainly you just need a poison immune character against I-Bomb here. And then this Meltdown node, I couldn't figure it out how to actually maximize getting the damage from the node onto I-Bomb, so it's just a long fight. But yeah, it is what it is. Another reason I rank Overseer is because he synergizes well with characters I already have at rank 3. He has a synergy with Immortal Hulk, someone I took up for defense, and that basically allows both Overseer and Immortal Hulk to be immune to reverse controls, which is something I didn't have in my roster at rank 3. So having the ability to bring those two along to counter reverse controls mechanics is pretty huge for me because I suck at reverse controls. Overseer also has a synergy with Silver Surfer. It allows Silver Surfer to get a precision buff on his special 2, so instead of dexing before your special 2, you can just launch the special 2 and then you get a precision buff, which is pretty cool. He also has a synergy with Terrax, and that allows Terrax to go unstoppable while charging a heavy attack for like 1.5 seconds or 0.5 seconds, something like that. But mainly with Terrax, you want to be able to throw the heavy attack to end your rock field and get that massive crit, massive guaranteed crit on your heavy attack. And this will allow him to do it easier. So that's pretty cool. I believe he's got a couple other synergies, but nothing too insane. One cool thing with Overseer, I can put the Odin pre-fights on him without having to worry about them ever getting nullified, which I think is pretty awesome. I run Odin a lot, and the ability to put those on and not have to worry about ever losing those is pretty cool, in my opinion. I just realized there's a whatever the note is where you can't throw the same special back to back, or you'll take some degen damage. Overseer special 1, you can throw back to back because he stuns on a special 1, so you just throw the special 1, run up, heavy attack, and then it'll cancel out that degen or delayed blast or whatever it is. But yeah, I haven't had this much fun with a character in so long. I mean, obviously these fights look long, but I'm missing a ton of damage from his sig. He still has all his utility without having the sig, but it really gives him a lot of damage from the sig, and I can't wait to get this dude awakened if I can. Another thing I want to highlight is the special concussions. Those are insane. They reduce ability accuracy during the opponent's special attacks. They max out at 7, so it becomes a 70% ability accuracy reduction during the opponent's special. And this does not only apply for things, or for the opponent's special attacks abilities. Anything that would occur during someone's special attack, it has a 70% chance to fail. So like, let's say there was some node that was going to take place during the opponent's special. It has a 70% chance to fail, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I mainly rank this guy for his utility, and to be honest, once I dupe him and get him high sig, his damage is going to be like insane. His combos are in cosmic mode. They're already decent once you get the Fury buff active, once you push them over a bar of power in cosmic mode. But he's something else once you get him high sig, and I cannot wait to get this dude high sig. Yeah, I keep saying it, but this dude might be in my top 5 favorite characters in the game right now. He's just like a kind of character that I enjoy, if that makes sense. Everyone has their characters they enjoy, but Overseer is definitely one of mine. Like right there, his combos aren't doing much, but he's not ramped. If you guys haven't caught on yet, he's got these things called gamma charges or gamma power. There's like the little radiation icon under his health bar. You max out at 6, but you only need 3 to activate cosmic mode. But the higher you go, the more attack increase you get. And let's say I have 6 once I launch my special attack, which I didn't do there. I had 4. You'll get the max benefit when you do so, and that cosmic mode will act as basically like a Fury buff. It's increasing your attack, and I believe it lasts longer for each each gamma charge. I might be wrong. I think there's a synergy that elongates them, but the more you have, the more damage you do. And normally in most fights, you just build to your special 3, and then by the time you build to your special 3, if you're playing right, you're going to be near 5 or 6 charges. So it's really only like 25 to 30 hits to ramp this dude up, and that's like right in my wheelhouse. Like, normally I'm not a huge fan of champs who have insane ramp up, but Night Thrasher has a ramp up to where he needs to throw 3 special 1s to ramp up his utility and damage. I mean, Night Thrasher already has a bunch of utility in his base kit, but once you ramp up the debuffs, you guys know the deal if you've seen my videos. If you haven't, check them out. But yeah, I don't consider a 25 to 30 hit ramp up too insane. Like, I use Mr. Fantastic a lot, and that dude needs 2 special 2s to get his full utility and his full damage. Well, he needs 2 special 2s and a special 3 to get his full damage, but you very rarely need the special 3 for his full damage. But next up, we've got this Void in 7.2.5, I believe it is. This dude's got Safeguard, Force of Will, and I cannot remember the other node for the life of me. Oh, it's set up in Spike. So if you have six or more debuffs on the opponent when you knock them down, you deal like I think it's 500% of your attack to them, and then if you knock them down and they don't have 6 or more debuffs, you take some attack back. I think it's like 5% of his attack. So yeah, you really only want to knock this dude down when he has a bunch of debuffs on him. And one reason I wanted to use Overseer here is because, well, 2 reasons. There's the Safeguard node, his burst damage on his basic hits, or light attacks. I keep saying basic hits, but it's his light attacks. It bypasses Safeguard, which is cool, and it should speed up the fight, and if he was awakened, this fight would have been a lot faster. I keep saying that, but yeah. The next reason, this dude puts a debuff on the opponent every single time they launch their special attack, the special concussion debuff. So all I got to do is ramp up 4 or 5, and then parry, and then my Resonate Mastery will put a weakness on him randomly. And yeah, now it just basically becomes a standard Void fight where I can maximize on some damage every now and then. I think I did a decent job playing against Void here. I do lose a lot of health due to chip damage, but you know, that's just how it is. Right here, I should have thrown my special 3, but I do it now, which it's whatever. A trick for using his special 3, you want to use it when they have like 0 bars of power. So, and you also want to parry before the special 3 if you can. So parry special 3, they'll be stunned, and you could go in, do a combo, and immediately push them over a bar of power, which will give you a Fury buff, which will increase your damage a lot. When you're in Cosmic mode, when you push them over a bar of power, you get a Fury buff. So yeah. So as you guys can see, the 4,000 damage, I believe, is the 1% threshold, but he's also doing like 6,000 damage on these burst attacks, or 5,500. So yeah, pretty awesome if you ask me. It's nothing too, it's nothing too insane, but I think once I get him awakened, the damage is going to feel a lot better. It's just the retaliation damage comes from higher skill moves, like you have to punish heavy attacks or special attacks, which it isn't necessarily insanely high skill, but you gotta know what you're doing. And you gotta know the other characters' animations and when to punish, that kind of thing. So like if I dashed in at Void right there and attacked him, I would get a retaliation damage when he's awakened, and it could be pretty high, especially in Cosmic mode. So you guys are just seeing a glimpse of Overseer's actual damage, but you're seeing all of his utility. So yeah, it's just a long fight, but I've been having so much fun using this guy. He's one of my favorite character models in MCOC. It's insane. If you guys have Overseer, take a second to like look at his in-game model and just look at all the Easter eggs or the trophies he carries on himself. Like he's got Magneto's helmet, Ultron's head, Doom's mask. He has, I believe, Colossus's skin on his arm, where he has Cap's shield. He uses Silver Surfer's board as a cleaver, which is just badass to me. He wields a custom Infinity Gauntlet with the Cosmic Cube in it. There's probably some other things I'm missing, but just this character design is so cool in my opinion. He's based on the Maestro from the 90s comics, and he's just a old dude in that version with like the bald head, but he has like the old dude hairstyle with the hair on the side of his head and the back of his head, but none on top. But this one is just a younger version of him who retained his sanity based off the lore. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of this character. Huge fan of the design. They knocked it out of the park in my opinion. Obviously, I think most people, including myself, want him to be a little bit stronger in terms of damage, but not every character we have or get can be, insane. And I think his utility makes up for the lack of damage in some areas, and his damage isn't even that bad. It's just you guys aren't seeing it because he's unawakened. But I ranked him for his utility, not his damage. So I am a-okay with this rank up. I really love this dude. If you guys did enjoy the video, consider hitting like, consider subscribing. I gotta catch up on some other rank 3 videos, so I'll try to get those out. I think I have like 7 videos that I need to do. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Oh, and yeah, Bindu's probably gonna comment and get mad at me, but yeah, he would have. But if you guys are subbed, you know I love you. I gotta say that. But peace out, guys. See ya.